tryna run it up all day. We tryna run it up all day.
I just need to know, would you ride for me? Baby, I just wanna know, would you cry for me? If I put you on the stand, would you lie for me? If I put it in your hand, bust five for me. I just need to know, would you? I just need to know, would you ride for me? Baby, I just wanna know, would you cry for me? If I put you on the stand, would you lie for me? If I put it in your hand, bust five for me. I wanna know. Shit, like Bonnie was the club. I need to know. Just trying to see that you on my side. I just need to know, would you ride for me? Baby, I just wanna know, would you cry for me? If I put you on the stand, would you lie for me? If I put it in your hand, bust five for me. I wanna know. Do you believe in my dream? I need to know. Like I just wanna know if you ride for me. Risk it all, put it all on the line for me. Get the bag, bust a pack and bring it all to me. Tryna put us in position where we all can eat. I done told Michelle lie, but don't lie to me. Probably smoke a zipper day, I'm tryna find some peace. Wanna see a couple me before I'm deceased. Can't let these niggas or these bitches trip me out of the street. Hey, you always fussing. Most of the time it's about nothing. You know I came up from nothing. Let's change the subject. I mean, I just need to know, would you ride for me? Baby, I just wanna know, would you cry for me? If I put you on the stand, would you lie for me? If I put it in your hand, bust five for me. I wanna know. Shit, like Bonnie was the club. I need to know.
What's up, No, it's still not on. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Cherry True.
And your man, Rico Owens.
Here with I Want to Know Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, I Want to Know Podcast, and send us some music or somebody come see us and come and talk and tell me your business. Contact us at I Want to Know Podcast at gmail.com. So what's going on? Lake, you back? You back in the house?
Back. It feels so good to be back with the fam. I Want to Know Podcast. Sure. Man, we back in the building, man. Fusion, what's happening?
Okay.
I was down bad, man.
What's going on, Rico?
Had messed up.
Oh, yeah. A lot of pollen out there.
Oh, wow.
Man, yeah, that pollen crazy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that had you feeling bad.
Well.
I hate this time of year, like when it pollen all over the cars. You wash the cars right back dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, I had a whole coat on my joint, a whole yellow coat on my whip.
I know.
Right.
My shit was yellow, straight up.
I already know. It's crazy, man.
So y'all make sure y'all stock up on that Claritin and Zyrtex.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been popping mine.
You got to in this time of the year. Most definitely.
So what's going on?
Everything good. Shit, I can't complain about nothing. Shows this weekend. Little Rock, we got Yassi live on my live. What's up, Yassi? All the way from Louisiana. He'll be in Little Rock.
Look, I'm gonna speak because I'm live on Facebook. A couple of guests be talking about me chewing my gum. Be popping my gum. Be popping my gum all the time, but it's like what I need to calm my nerves sometimes. So, and I love to chew gum. So that's what it is. They was asking, so I had to, let them know because I see one of them.
Well, I'm gonna chew my gum. I don't care what's going on in the news, Cherry True.
Okay. Well, first let's say rest in peace because last week we did talk about DMX. So let's say rest in peace to DMX.
Damn. R.I.P.
Yeah, they finally, I guess, released him off the machines and let him, go to heaven, release him to heaven. So, he leave behind a fiance, and they said 17, but it's really 15 kids that he left behind. And then we also heard that Jay-Z and Beyonce was buying his masters for $10 million and
it turns out I ended up hearing that ended up being fake news.
Right, it is.
Oh, damn, for real?
It is
I
fake
seen
news.
that too. That's messed up.
Right.
Fake news. People crazy nowadays.
Yeah, who the hell gonna sit down and make that shit up?
Make that shit up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They done put it on the blogs and shit.
All over the blog. Everybody posted.
Right.
I mean, everybody.
Got nothing but time on their hands, man.
Crazy.
Right. So they said that rumor is not true. So Beyonce and Jay are not buying the masters or saving for the kids later. And they say they are not raising any money. It's been a lot of rumors that they have a GoFundMe or some type of account that you can donate money to. They said they don't need any money. They're not selling any of his things because they got it, you know. Yeah. So they're going to release the information about the funeral, I guess, later tomorrow, they said. So they don't need any help. So they got that. So don't get scammed because it's not family.
Damn, that's crazy. But R.I.P. to the dog, man. Yeah. DMX. That man had a lot of love. I just wish like people showed you know, people love like that while they're alive.
Why they alive?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before they get real sick, you know, like once he got really, really sick in the hospital or whatever, from whatever, you know, all the fans crowded up outside the hospitals and
Well,
stuff.
he didn't get sick.
I mean, you know, he was in the hospital, so I call it sick. So, you know, I mean, whatever, for what, overdose or something, whatever it
yeah.
was, but he was in the hospital. So I just hate, like, when people, you know, down.
Wait until they
Close
don't
to
fuck with
death
you while
when you-
you're alive and well and
Yeah.
like trying to be somebody. They
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah, folks wait till you about to die, close to death or dead, to say, oh, we love you. You know
Right.
what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Give them their flowers while they here,
Yeah,
man.
give people
Come
their
on.
flowers while they're here. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we definitely need to get better at
That's true.
as a culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
man, that's
Support your
crazy.
family and friends while they're alive. Tell them you love them. Hug them sometime, you know. I'm an
Yeah.
affectionate person, so I feel like you should like shake hands, hug, you know.
Yeah, motivate them. You feel me?
I see you, you know. So that's all it takes. Somebody say something?
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Well, next we have in the news is my girl Cardi B.
Cardi. I fuck with Cardi.
Yeah, I love Cardi B.
I like Cardi B.
She's being sued for $5 million.
Jeez, I wasn't
I ain't see
expecting
that coming.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
They, look, trust me, when I read this, I was like, damn, they kept that a secret. It happened. It started in October of 2017. Her mixtape cover of I guess Gangsta Bitch Volume 1. She paid her. Now this is where she fucked up at. She paid an artist to make her CD cover. He only charged $50. So he did the project for her, and he sent it to her. And once he sent it to her, she was like, "No, I don't like it." So he went back to the drawing board. I guess he went on Google and found the picture. So if you ever seen a CD cover, it's her like leaning back, drinking something like a bottle,
Yeah.
and a man head is like between her legs, so you see his back.
Yeah.
So this guy had a back tattoo, and they took it and put it on the cover picture. So he said, "Oh, he's mentally distraught. His career is ruined." You know, I mean, at first I was like, "What the fuck? How? Like, if
Yeah.
anything, like, you know, make money off of it, you
Yeah.
know, or tell her to break bread. You know, you don't have to turn into a whole lawsuit." But then again, I was thinking, if you ever seen the cover, it's like a man like eating a girl's vagina.
Yeah.
So you know, you just see his back of his head and his back
Yeah.
tattoo. But if he has kids, then they
Yeah.
could see it, you know. So
yeah.
I looked at it from that point of view. But
Right.
at the same time, you know, I don't know. But he's like trying to tear her down about this. So and
He-
want $5 million.
5 M's.
He's
Yes.
gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Cardi,
Yes,
Cardi,
sir.
Cardi, they
Right.
probably settle for a meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? Cardi ain't hurting. She can throw it. You know, she won't miss. But the thing about it is, you know,
Yeah, like she's saying, she went off on his attorney. She was like, "Fuck that! Show me proof that he's fucked up." Or you know, she said
She
something
gonna have
about
to- she gonna
he
have to
work
pay
in a
it.
fucking surf shop. So and he want to be a model, so he don't have any money. But she said $5 million. She shocked at the amount,
yeah,
and
she-
I am too.
they'll settle. I mean, the amount is high, so they can settle a little lower.
Well, the judge
go.
told them, "I'm gonna let y'all sit aside. I'm gonna give y'all a month, and y'all settle it you got yourselves." But they didn't do it. So of course
guess
nobody
what?
came to any.
Guess what?
conclusion.
She gonna end up paying that $5 million.
No cap.
It
Yeah.
is his image.
It is his image.
He does have kids. You know, hey, he has a valid point. You know, I think the guy has a valid point. You know, it's not really her fault.
It's
but,
not.
But it is her fault because it's her graphic person. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You know how
Oh,
to,
is it her graphic person? Like
Well,
she
she-
found him somewhere for
she
$50.
She hired him for the job, so he was her graphic person for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's on her. You know that celebrity lifestyle is different.
Right.
It's not regular. So
That's true.
yeah, she gonna pay the money, man. She ain't gonna miss. She should have just settled out like off the man a meal ticket, you know, and a trip, you know, to
A
up.
trip.
Sweet.
a trip.
Right.
I would have sent him like to an island. or
Yeah, I
something.
probably would have broke some bread with him and then just say, "Hey, would you like to be on the cover for real?" You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Cardi made a bunch of million last year. I think she made about 30 almost. Just
oh
last,
yeah, she can give him a
just
million.
last year.
Yeah,
she ain't
But
hurt.
she was
She
very
gonna
upset
miss it.
about it. So
She'll be alright.
I guess the reason, you know, she'll have to dish it out. You know.
Yeah, because sometimes behind paying somebody off like that, it's a domino effect. Now here comes some other lawsuits. People saying, "Oh yeah, she owe me too." You know what I'm saying? For this, that, and the third. Like that's why they don't really like to, you know, deal with all that foolishness like that because they know once you admit to this one, here come another one for
Right.
something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Celebrities, you know, be targets. That's why sometimes, you know, we like they be acting funny and shit, but
Right.
it's a reason
Well, they have
behind it.
to,
They have
right.
to. You know,
They
you
have
gotta,
to
they have to be
sometimes.
careful because it's lawsuit city. You know, everybody trying to sue now, so
Right.
you gotta be careful.
It's true.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Damn, Cardi.
Hmm
5 meter.
And so I want to talk about Dante Wright. It's a 20-year-old black young man that they want to say that it was an accidental shooting, but the officer, it was a stop because he had expired tags.
Mhm.
And so they pulled him over, and once they ran his name, they saw that he had a warrant that they had just put in the system April the 6th or something like that. They had just put in April the 2nd, I'm sorry. April the 2nd. And so the warrant was for something that happened last summer. They said that he waved a gun in public, and then the police chased him, so he got away. So that's what the warrant was for. So, however, when was it? Yesterday? Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday, you know, when he was stopped, I guess they saw the warrant in the system, and so they, you know, told him put his hands up. And of course, you know, my take on it, you know, she may have been nervous from seeing what the warrant was for, and may have thought he was armed and dangerous. But they didn't find a gun in the car or on him.
Right.
So instead of her pulling her gun out, pulling her taser out, she pulled the gun out and shot him in the chest.
Sad. Man, that's a sad situation. Yeah, I heard they had the tapes and she was screaming, telling the other officer she was pulling her taser. I'm pulling my taser. But
Right.
she actually pulled her service weapon and shot the kid. Killed him.
Sad.
Killed him like cold blood, murder. It's a
That's
homicide. His death been ruled a homicide. You know what I'm saying? The
As it
coroner ruled it a
should.
homicide as it should because at the end of the day, man, this police officer, she has 20 years experience on the force.
Right.
She ain't a rookie.
She's not a rookie.
He's not a rookie.
You can't say it's a mistake. You know, like they trying to say it's a mistake because she was saying taser, but she pulled her pistol and shot the kid. Right.
Right.
It's not a mistake. Is
It's
if I
not a
step on your
mistake.
shoe. If I step on your shoe, I bump into you. You know, stuff like that. That's a mistake. It's not a mistake if I kill you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts,
Especially
man.
I got 20 years experience. She
You
was
should
the
know what it feel like.
this lady was the what do you call it? Like the
She was a chief.
the president of the
something.
policeman association.
Right.
up
So she
there.
had a lot of
in Minnesota.
experience.
Yeah, she got a lot of experience, man.
And that pisses me off. Like when I hear these cases, the police officers, they always say, "Oh, I made a mistake," or "This, another." But you know, pledged under oath to protect and serve. You went
Yeah.
through training,
Yeah.
and they like, "Oh, we're not allowed to have a bad day." Of course you are, but
Well,
you know,
no, you're not. You're not allowed to have a bad day. It's certain professions. If you're a doctor, I mean, you know, a surgeon, a pilot, police officer, shit like that, nurses, you cannot have a bad day on the job. You
Right.
can't.
right?
No, you
That's
can't.
what I was finna say. They can have a bad day, but not at work.
Right.
Not at work. And I feel like a lot of the officers are scared of us African Americans when it comes to pulling us over. And I don't care
Yeah.
who don't like it. Yeah, I said it.
It's the truth.
I just feel like, and they get
Yeah.
nervous. And I
Yeah.
think that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, in this situation, and in a lot of situations, I would watch a lot of stories and read up on them and Google them and watch them on YouTube and ID channel and all that. I think that's what happens, you know, and they be like, oh, you know, and so nervous and like, oh, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to. It just went, you know, in a different direction, you know, so it's
Yeah.
just, you know, sad that we lost this father. He was a father as well. 20-year-old.
Way
20-year-old
too young.
kid.
Way
Yeah.
Right.
too young.
You know, that's crazy, man. You know.
It's-
You kill a kid, that's crazy. But like I said, a lot of these white officers killing these black kids and black men, unarmed, you know, black men and black kids. It's because there's no repercussion.
Right.
There hasn't been enough repercussion behind it. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they can do what they want to do. They feel like,
That's
okay,
true.
I was just, you know, your life is not valued anyway. You feel me?
That's
So
true.
it's like, man, it is crazy, man. I don't even have words for it. I just know it's crazy, and I don't think it'll stop no time soon. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nah, ain't no way.
It's not gonna stop because there's not enough repercussion for the officers that's doing the killings. The officers that doing the killings, the system trying to protect them, trying to vouch for them,
Right.
trying
Just
to
like-
make excuses for them.
Just like
That's the problem.
George Floyd. like, why are we having this long, drawn out trial? On, it's self-explanatory. Everybody saw the video. We have witnesses. We have medical examiners that, from the hospital, that says what happens. They want to blame it on drugs, but him walking down the street with drugs in his system would have not killed him that day.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
He wouldn't have died that night. They showed no evidence that he was gonna die that night if that man wouldn't have kept. If policeman, what's his name, Shaven, Derek Shaven wouldn't have kept his knee on his neck
Right.
to the point that he couldn't breathe for like over 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We watched him execute the man, basically choked him to death with his knee.
He did.
Live.
On purpose.
Broad daylight.
Come on, man.
On purpose.
With witnesses, people standing right there, people
Begging him
offering
to stop.
people begging him to stop, people offering to help. A nurse was on the scene. Well, I think the lady like a fireman or something. She
Right.
so she was on the scene, asking to help. She could help. He couldn't breathe. They wouldn't even allow to. Made her get back on the sidewalk. So that's murder. That's murder. That's cold-blooded murder.
It
No
is.
matter how you look at it, but you have police officers and especially the higher ranking officers that are vouching for him, saying that this and that about the guy's past. All this shit ain't got nothing to do with nobody
Come on.
past, man. We did him. He
Right.
was first of all, he was handcuffed. That's number one. You got him under control. He's not going anywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't like
He's
that
not
they had
going
his
anywhere,
girlfriend.
man.
They put his girlfriend on the stand to discuss, that they both were addicted to opioids and how the lifestyle that they live. Like, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
with it.
That doesn't
Got nothing to
matter.
do with it. Nothing to do with this man putting his knee on his neck for over 9 minutes when he constantly telling you he can't breathe. He claustrophobic. I can't breathe. Just you could have been took your knee out
Right.
the guy.
If you just watch the video, how he panicked
Yeah.
when they was finna put him in that little small back seat, and as big as he was,
Yeah.
he just panicked, and it was
Yeah.
like, okay, they laid him on the ground, let him calm down, but once he was calm, the guy, that's when he just kept like putting pressure on the neck.
Yeah.
So
So,
that wasn't an accident. That was
murder.
murder.
That was murder.
Murder.
Simple.
It's not
Call it what it
prejudice,
is, man. Stop talking about we need better relationships with police and the community. This shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro.
Right.
This is murder. These police officers, the bad officers, are murdering unarmed black men, and at the end of the day, the brass or whatever they want to call them, they make excuses as a whole and try to really just saying that it's okay. All that extra talking, that shit unnecessary, man. Hey, he killed the man. I'm embarrassed for the uniform that he did that. The system gonna deal with him. That's all they gotta fucking say and be through with it. You know what I mean? But instead, they run through this supposed to be politically correct course, take this politically correct course of action, and it's just sad, and it continues to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect it to stop.
just like the lieutenant, that the other two officers just pulled him over and said that he didn't have a tag. He didn't have any tags on his vehicle, but it was taped up in his window, like a drive-out tag.
Oh yeah, the officer, the army lieutenant, yeah, they did him
said
bad.
that he was driving too
Grimy.
slow, and right. But then
Approached him grimy.
they showed the ending of the video from the officer's chest
Webcam.
cam.
Yeah.
That the officer that sprayed him, he said, "Look, we can just let this go, and not file a report, and you just let this go, and we just act like this never happened."
Stop it.
After you pepper sprayed me?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Fucking sprayed me
So of
5, 6
course,
times. You crazy.
he won his lawsuit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he won his lawsuit. I can't remember his name, but I did know he was a lieutenant.
Yeah, lieutenant in the army.
Virginia.
Yeah, they did him bad. Now just think about it, man. If one of those bad white officers pull over a black man that's in uniform, he's in the fucking army, and treat him like that, what you think they're gonna do to you?
Right, and he
Shit
was.
worse.
I mean,
Even worse.
Even
you know what I
worse.
mean? And that's why, like, some people don't like when you say, man, when the blue light start flashing behind me, I get nervous. Like, damn, are they finna try to kill me or what?
right.
They think that you overreacting, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, a lot of people don't have to worry about that. White people, most foreigners, y'all ain't got to worry about that shit.
At all.
Black people
For
got to
sure.
worry about that. That's who they killing, man. For whatever their reason, whatever reason they want to make up, they're doing it, killing them, and moving on, having a good day. Simple as that.
Right.
So it makes people nervous. When policemen get behind you, and it's sad. Like you'd rather for the robber to get behind you than a cop. You know what I'm saying? At least I killed this shit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people are more afraid of the police of having an interaction with the police, pulling them over or whatever,
Of course.
than they are with the criminals. And that's sad. And that's the day we live in right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the day
Yes.
we live in.
And we have boys, so it's make me nervous just to think, what happens if they get pulled over.
Yeah.
One of our boys is a hothead, so it's kind of like he may start asking too many questions if he get pulled over. So I think about a lot, and my
Yeah.
nerves be shot. Just thinking about
imagine,
it. Yes. So it's
Yeah.
like, wow. If he asks why am I getting pulled over, he gonna be snatched and sprayed, and
Yeah.
and one thing will lead to the next. So I pray about that every single day, and I shouldn't have to. When they supposed to protect and serve.
Yep. Exactly.
But
No protecting and serving, pull over and murder. That's what's going on. Sad to say.
Yep.
What else you got going?
No. I want to shout out Memphis guy. Let me think. I thought I had his name down. I think his name is Perry something. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he came the newest designer for Banana Republic.
Okay.
You know what Banana Republic is?
Salute.
Y'all know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never been in the store, but I've seen
Look,
the
I'm
store.
excited about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a great
Black guy. He moved to L.A.
Mhm.
He said with $6 in his pocket. So he went from Memphis to L.A. with $6 in his pocket. He said, he was homeless for a while, but he went there with a dream on being a designer for one of the companies. And so one of his top companies, and it was this one.
He made it.
He made it.
Salute.
So that right there, I wanted to say that news right there to like keep going and don't give up. If you have an idea, if you have a dream, and you may think it, or somebody by you, near you, and a family member, a friend, or whatever, may think it's not nothing, or I don't think that'll work. If you think it'll work, keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing.
Chase your dreams.
Yeah, chase
Congratulations,
those
fella.
dreams.
Chasing his dream, man. He made it happen. That's all it really is, though. You gotta think about it, like I just look at everything like everybody's human. You know what I'm saying? You're all people. We all breathe,
Right.
bleed. Sweat the same thing. Everybody got a brain. It's really just up to you to whatever your dream is to keep working at it, keep pushing.
Right.
That's all it is. Most people who made it, they just kept pushing. That's all it was. Some people born into money, and with that comes power and opportunity. But a lot of people weren't,
That's true.
Shit, even like, I think most of your billionaires didn't even graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? These are richest people in the world. Most of them didn't even finish high school. Now, granted, some of them were born into rich families already. But still, at the end of the day,
You can do it too.
you can do it too. That's all I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you can
say.
do it
Like,
too.
regardless of whatever barriers that you face, you can overcome any of them.
Right.
If you really believe and you keep pushing. So that kid, he had to really believe.
Right.
This man went to L.A. as expensive as L.A. is.
But I've thought about that too. I was like, if I just go to LA, they give their homeless check.
Yeah.
They give you I don't know how long they gonna let you get. Yeah, they let you get a homeless check, and
Yeah.
I don't know how the time limit or how long they'll give it to you. But once you move there and you apply for it, they give it to you, and you can start rolling from there.
Yeah, if you got a dream, you can take that route.
Yeah.
Shit, I heard OMBPs talking about it. He said that's what his mom did. Moved from Louisiana
Right.
to California because they give the homeless check.
Mhm. Yeah.
They get the money to people with to help them if they got kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was way better than what they did in Louisiana. So his mama and aunt loaded them up in a U-Haul van and all the kids and took them to California.
Right.
And shit just
And started from there.
started moving from there. You
What's
feel
up,
me?
Cali?
Right.
Cali, shout out to Cali, man.
Right.
So you could take that route. You feel me?
You can.
Yeah, they got a mean public assistance system out there. Yeah, they
Okay.
help.
Well, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out.
Sorry, I can't remember your name, but shout out to him.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, Banana Republic will come up.
Right.
Somebody googling it right now. That's
Right.
the age we live in. I'm surprised somebody come on live and say what his name is.
Yeah. Okay. And our topic today is show your worth. And I chose this topic because we have a lot of people that come in and want to join a team, or you see them trying to join anybody's team or trying to start their own team. But
Yeah.
with us, a lot of people, they'll come in, but they don't show their worth. And that bothers me because it bothers me for a lot of reasons because, like, if okay, for example, how Rico and I start working together, I didn't have too much of nothing around this time. You know, I was getting off my feet from being homeless as well. And so I knew him already, and I contacted him, and I was like, "Hey, you know, how you doing?" You know, he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever, whatever. I was like, "Hey, you know, I'm still in the music industry. I want to work. I want to work for you." And he was like, "Okay, cool, perfect timing, perfect timing." And so we started working together. I didn't have, like I said, much of nothing, but this man wanted me to go to LA, go to Atlanta,
Y'all
and I
know
was
me.
in Memphis at this time. Go to Mississippi,
running.
go to Houston. So I was like, oh my God, like I don't even have them. I'm thinking to myself, like, how? But I knew I wanted to work, and I knew I wanted to be a part of his team. So I made that happen. So what I did was, like, I didn't ask him for, no transportation, no gas money. I didn't ask him like, hey, where am I gonna live, stay when I get there. I didn't ask him anything. I pretty much made arrangements myself because I wanted to show him my worth. And so I made it happen. So every time, and it was this one time we came to Atlanta. He was already here, but I came to Atlanta. He was like, oh, and I was like, I said something about, oh, I want to take you out to for breakfast one day. So I had just got paid from him. I was like, wow. You know, we didn't discuss any funds. We didn't discuss how much I'm going to get paid per event or weekly or we didn't discuss funds at all. I just knew I wanted to be on his team, and I was going to show him that I could do this.
Right.
And so this very next day, he was like, hey, come meet me at Waffle House. I was like, my favorite place. So he was like, okay, I'm going to let you pay for it since you said you was going to take me. I was thinking like, fuck. I didn't have no money, and I had just got paid. And I was like, oh, my God. I was thinking like this money was for a bill. Once I make it back to Memphis,
Yeah.
I was going to pay a bill, you know, and have some gas money left.
Right.
But and Waffle House wasn't much, but I was counting, like I said, at that point, I was counting every
dollar,
penny.
yeah.
Yeah, so I felt some type of way. And I tell him, look, I throw it in his face to this day. I was like, you owe me my money back.
I'm like, that's over with.
Right.
Okay, so you ended up paying.
Right.
she
No,
paid.
I paid.
Damn
No,
right.
I wanted to show my worth.
Nah, she showed what
That's
she did.
that's
No,
real.
and-
Dang,
I didn't even know that.
that's a real one.
And
bro.
it wasn't,
That's a
look, and
real one.
we wasn't
know.
dating.
It wasn't
It wasn't
nothing.
anything like that. It was like strictly, I'm trying to show this man that I can boss up and be, you know, under him. I can.
Right.
I wanted to show my worth. And so, like I said, every time, you know, I kept, you know, showing up. I didn't ask him to get me there, or can you put me up in a house, or can you put me in a hotel? And I didn't ask him any of that. I fed myself, and like I said, I wanted to show my worth. And here we are today, you know.
Yeah, that's very rare. I admire that quality, you know, because most of the time, when a person joins somebody's team, the first thing they want to know is about the money, which you know I understand that part of it too, but this entertainment business is a little bit different from your normal type of job. You feel what I'm saying? This business is one of those ones where people intern to try to prove themselves. Like when you go to Def Jam, Atlantic, Warner Brothers, Bad Boy, No Limit, QC, you go anywhere like that, you just want to kind of get your foot in the door.
Right.
You know, you understand that you want to get your foot in the door, so they're not going to offer you a salary. You see what I'm saying? So you want to get your foot in, you want to go there as an intern,
And they're
learn
not
what
gonna
you can.
babysit you.
And they're not going to babysit you. Get your foot in the door, learn what you can, network with the people, whatever. And if you go in working with the top person, you know, with the boss off the muscle, then you know you're in a fire position. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So if you can go into QC and work under Coach K or P from the jump, you listen. You're not asking them people about no money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's priceless right there. So once you show your worth, you know, you get in there, learn, do what you do, you go the extra mile, and they don't have to worry about you. And that's how it was with Cherry. Like I didn't have to worry about her. So I said, okay, well, we got this, that, and the other. She'd be like, send me out a date. So I sent her all these dates. I didn't know she having money problems or whatever the case is. I don't know. She didn't say. She did it the same way that a person would do if QCP said, hey, if you reached out to him and he actually responded back and said, oh, perfect timing, cool, let's do it. You're not finished, you're gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what she did, but that's not what a lot of people do.
Right.
And then actually was beneficial to me when she show up, not just around. Like I don't just need somebody that's just around me. Like this is a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta pull your weight, whatever that is, and that's not what people look to do. People don't look to show their worth. People trying to figure out how much the fuck you worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when I tell y'all, he was doing so much like on his own, and I was like, hey, how can I take some of this off of you?
Yeah.
Versus like, where can I get a bottle of water? Or, oh, I'm tired of standing, some shit like that. It was like, how can I help you? So I came in and I was like, okay, well, this is simple. Let me do this. And what else can I do? And he was like, no, you don't have to do that. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Yeah.
So instead of like trying to come into his business and count his pockets, as a lot of people do, I didn't care. Like I said, I knew I was coming into a strong business, and I was like, I wanted to be a part of it. So like, I guess I was thinking to myself, like, the money, it'll come
It's
later.
gonna come, yeah.
Even
the
if
money gonna come.
like I said, we didn't discuss anything. I was thinking it's gonna come later. So I wanted to show my worth and like get in there.
Yeah, the money, most definitely. When you get on, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Kevin Liles, like, if y'all don't know who Kevin Liles is, look up Kevin Liles. And Kevin Liles was in school to be an engineer. He's from Baltimore, black guy. He was in school to be an engineer. So when he got out of school, he's gonna start out making minimum $80,000 a year. I think he was in his senior year. He was in Florida, school in Florida. His parents were paying for his education. But Kevin always been musically inclined. He used to rap. He used to be in a rap group. I forgot the name of that group. But anyway, Kevin Liles, man, got a call from Def Jam. He had been applying for these internships, trying to get into the music. So finally, one day he got a call from Def Jam, like, yo, Kevin, we got an intern position available. He was like, okay, cool. They needed him to come immediately. So he packed up his car and drove from Florida to New York. He didn't have any money. Understand this. He had no money. Drove from Florida to New York. He already knew that the position was unpaid. You know what I'm saying? He knew that off the top.
Yeah, he knew that.
He
Okay.
was close to landing $80,000 a year, putting in all that hard work with all those tough classes. And his parents was paying for his education, but he didn't tell his parents he was going to New York to intern for
free.
with nowhere to stay.
Right.
So Kevin Liles did that, man, because he knew the money could come later once he planted his foot down in there and maneuver right. And to this day, Kevin Liles. Okay, so anyway, long story short, Kevin Liles was worked late in the office, like until he had to leave because he had nowhere to go. So of course, Russell Simmons and everybody there, they took it like, God damn, he dedicated. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I was dedicated, but not that fucking dedicated. He was like, I ain't have no choice. But by me having to stay there until, the janitor say, the cleanup crew come in and turn the lights off, like, hey, you gotta go. Then that's what I did. He would make it work. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot of work done that way. So long story short, within 2 years, he ended up, Russell offered him a paid position. But it still took 2 years.
That was a long
2
time.
years.
After 2 years, I think I would have left you. 2 years,
know what
I ain't
I'm
lying. Like he was dedicated.
It took him 2 years to get a paid position at Def Jam.
So I wonder how did he take it?
Listen, man. Kevin, I don't know how he survived 2 years in New York like that, but sleeping in his car most of that.
Yeah.
He did end up getting an apartment, but that was short lived. He got evicted because he wasn't really getting money. So
right.
he was scraping
2
money, hustling
years?
up on money here and there. But they finally gave him a paid position, and I can say, like, man, salute Kevin Liles because he's the highest paid black music executive in the world. You understand what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Kevin.
In the world.
Right.
And he been there for many years now. He rubbed shoulders with everybody, man. Jay-Z, one of his best friends. You know what I'm saying? They smoke cigars together and just talk shit, pop shit, whatever. But and a lot of more people. Matter of fact, I think he stepped down. Warner Brothers, they pulled him from Def Jam and gave him an open check, told him he can write whatever amount he want in it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because see, Kevin Liles, he didn't just become good at what he does after he got the paid job. He became good at what he did while it was for free. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He became that work ethic, man, and that mental toughness,
That's mental toughness.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a lot of mental
2
toughness.
years.
2 years, no pay. But long story short, he went on to be the biggest, the highest paid black executive, and I think the second highest paid executive in the music world, period, next to Leo Cohen. And they gave him an open-ended check for Warner Brothers when he came over there. But he left Warner Brothers because he said he wanted to just do his own thing, and that's when he started managing Trey Songz. So he started managing Trey Songz. I don't know if they still doing that thing right now or not, but that's why he stepped down to manage Trey. So, But anyway, man, shout out Kevin Liles, man. He has a book called Make It Happen. Of course, I read the book many years ago. But if y'all want to know about Kevin Liles, just go read the book. Google him.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
get
man.
inspired,
Hey,
man.
man, you can
Right.
do it. It's up to you. Hey, it's
I'm
up-
still not gonna wait 2 years, but hey.
Yeah. Oh, I think he ended up getting some money from y'all remember Milli Vanilli?
Right.
Yeah.
The guys that lip sync?
Mhm.
Kevin Liles and his rap group, they actually wrote that song for
okay.
Milli Vanilli. They
Didn't
wrote
know
that.
that.
That's where he ended up getting like some kind of check from that. That's how he got an apartment and shit.
Okay.
It just was timing. You know what I'm saying? So it was something like that. He ended up getting a check for whatever they wrote that song for, that hit song for them. I think, girl, you know it's true. You know,
Right.
whatever. Yeah, they wrote that joint, man. And he got a check from that, and that's how he was able to get an apartment and all that right there. But yeah, man, you gotta show your worth. Kevin Liles showed his worth, and damn, look where he ended up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah.
people don't want to do that, and then I get it too. Sometimes you can show your worth. It ended up working out for you, because then I end up like falling in love with you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I fell in love with you.
So I took her off the market. You hear me? I took her off the market. It ended up working out. Like, even if we wouldn't end up becoming a couple, it still would have worked out for her,
Right.
because she ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of shit going on, but for some people, it doesn't work out for. Like, even me, I've done it. I've shown my worth to different companies and different situations, and it didn't work out for me. On the other side, like, people probably felt they should have, but with me being me, I look at everything like as a learning experience. So I take that, well, maybe I didn't get the money from these people, but I got to connect. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Sir.
I got to connect
That
though.
relationship.
I got the relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to package all that up with everything else that I have,
Right.
and figure out how to go make that work for me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've been in a few type of situations though. I know
Right.
people.
So being that was part of my thought process too. It's kind of like I've been in the music industry, with just a little, freelance managing.
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay, I can still build connects off of that, and like if this don't work, I can find some artists and manage them, and then keep going.
Right.
So it wasn't only just like, and even like I said, I was broke. I didn't have it, so it was like, shit. I hope this nigga don't make me wait 2 years.
Yeah, nah,
But
I move fast.
Right.
When it come down to the entertainment shit, I move slow on a lot of shit, but like entertainment, it's like I don't know, it's just a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
it's like breathing and eating.
yeah.
It's easy, for me.
It's easy, especially when you love to do it. It's easy.
Yeah.
And then we also, let's shout out one of our workers out, Riri.
Yeah.
She one of our girls, our BCF girls. We call it girls, ladies. Our BCF ladies. That's somebody that's been on the team for about not a year yet.
Not quite a year.
Not quite a year yet, but
Yeah.
this young lady, we don't have to beg her to do
Nah.
what she came to us for.
Right. Nah.
Like, we don't have to. There's a lot of things if I say, "Oh, I need you to be here," or "I need you to go out of town and do this," or in town, or whatever it is, like, she don't have no problem with doing it. She show up. Sometimes she beat us there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I shout out to Riri.
Shout out
Because
Riri.
she
Shout out
real loyal, very loyal person.
BCF Riri.
Yes, like, I don't care what other team she done came across, she BCF. So
BCF. Like, Riri, she just one of those people. She got the quality. You know what I'm saying? It's in her. Like, and Cherry brought on the team, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I just watch her.
right.
I didn't say nothing to her. Man, Riri ain't really even had no real conversations. You know what I'm saying? But I see her dedication. You know what I'm saying? So she locked in with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She locked in with us. Like, I see her dedication. Like, man, whatever she asks her to do, it's hands down. It's done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the proper manner at that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
man. And even when she doesn't even have to ask her some shit. Like she just do it.
Right.
And you know, those people, she had that quality where it's the people who you don't have to tell them what to do, they'll just do it. Like for example, like you one of my DJs, right? You got your own shit going on, a lot of shit going on. But when we have certain events, some events, I see you take them joints and post the flyers. You know,
Oh yeah.
even if you're not the DJ for the event,
Right.
you take the joint, post the joint. I see that, like I respect that so much. You know what I'm saying? Like my dude. You feel what I'm saying? Number
Right.
love. You feel? But see, that's a person that's for you. Like you for me, I know that. You feel what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta. I don't have to question it with
Right.
him.
Right.
But I got guys that been around me way longer than Lake that's not doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have guys that you hire to do a job, even if they own it, they still don't post it because they don't have that mentality to want to see you win. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is a person like Lake that I know they want to see me win. So when I win, guess what? He gonna win too.
He coming with us.
But he ain't doing it for that.
Right.
He might be,
Nah.
but that's fine if he is. It's just the fact that I don't have to ask you to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
He's
true.
solid. That's a good dude. Shout out Rollo Jesus, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even some promoter, man. I gotta shout out Southside Turk. This guy got his own shit. He a promoter. He busy as fuck, but Turk take time and he'll share our shit. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with him.
That's what's up.
But guess what? He sent me a long message one day. He said, "Hey, bro, I see your vision. I can see your future of what you trying to do." That what he told me.
Okay.
Of what you trying to do, and I'm riding. That's all it was. Me and him don't like smoke cigar, drink beer. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Solid.
Solid dude. Super solid. Like, I'm not even that solid. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that solid when it comes down to that with, like, say, another promoter. I'm solid like that when it comes down to a musician or somebody I fuck with, I share their stuff. But I'm saying, like, me and Holmes, we cool. Because he made us cool by the stuff that he was doing for me, and I know that he shouldn't be doing that because he got his own shit. Dude is a beast, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of shit going on just like we do, and a lot of things to focus on than to like be worried about. Like, damn, do something different. Like he can see that I'm something different. You see what I'm saying? So by him seeing that, he invests just a little bit of his time into trying to put his little spin on whatever we got going on, even without us like officially hanging out or nothing. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, so it's like, damn, we're gonna get him on the show though. He in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shout out Atlanta. He real Atlanta. Like we be going back and forth. I'm gonna get into some more shit in a minute. But we done built a relationship just off of that. Cause I'm like, damn. So it's the people who do shit without you asking them to do it.
Right.
Those are the people who really want to see you win.
That's true.
Now, then you had a person too that might not be as motivated or whatever, and you have to tell them X, Y, Z, everything to do. Yeah.
Everything.
But they do it though.
Babysit 'em.
So you gotta babysit them, and they do it. Yeah, they're still a good team member to have too, but it's just not as good as people who you don't have to ask.
Right.
Especially they know what's going on. Especially if they on your team like Riri. Like we got others, but people don't do what they supposed to do.
Right.
But people want to get paid.
Oh.
It's listen. That's not. We don't
Like
need
you done
that.
stood in the corner all night and you come out and say, oh, what's up?
We don't need that.
I needed to be paid.
Yeah,
Paid for
what's
what?
up with that? We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But like I share people music. Like I saw one of my little homeboys. He dropped a video last week, and as soon as I saw that joint, I shared it. You feel me? Like we don't talk every day, but I fuck with him though. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that. I share certain people music all the time. Well, you know, when I see you, if I see you working, I'll share your shit.
Right.
Some people, even if we ain't cool, I'll share it. But I'm saying I'm not as solid as fucking Turk.
Right.
Cause I ain't sharing other promoter shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless it might be one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? One of my promoter partners. Like, so I guess at this point, me and Turk is considered like cool. We partners. But he was doing it before we were considered. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just a solid person, you
He's
know?
solid as fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna get him on here though. Shout out Southside Turk, man. Face card click. I fuck with him. Real Atlanta.
Yeah,
Southside.
see, why women can't be like that? Like, I don't know. You know, that's a different topic, but you know, women don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
they don't share each other's stuff or whatever. You know,
I think women be having like this built up jealousy thing against each other though.
Yeah, some men got it too though.
Yeah,
I'm
men
tell you
do
right
too.
now.
Yeah.
Men
Men do too. I know for a fact men do. Like y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all, but yeah, they do. I know for a fact men do. You know, just by listening to them talk. But you know, women do too. You know, they'll probably. But if I ask them, because you know, I ask, so I be like, "Why you sharing shit?" You know, I can run into somebody in the store. They be like, "Yeah, I saw that you had some." I'm like, "Well, why you didn't like the shit? Oh, why you didn't? Why you didn't share the shit?" And they be like, "Oh, I just saw it real quick." And no, fuck that.
What up, Mello? Mello just checked in.
What Mello say?
Mello said it because y'all too busy trying to outdo the Knicks. That's why y'all don't do it.
I mean, in the industry, I mean, being an entrepreneur, you want to try to outdo anybody anyway. But I'm saying, as far as like, I'm not worrying about how this whole hair is, or outfit, or how much money she make, because I'm trying to get my own money. You know?
Yeah, that's true. But it's
So-
still that I don't know, like that women stuff, man.
It's
It's
a
just like two
different.
women in the same house, like the old people used to say that ain't gonna work. Two grown women, the same. That ain't gonna, it's like it's the same thing. Like that women shit is a little different from men. Cause what happened is men be hating too, or jealous too. But a nigga he'll hold it in. Women be too, verbal. That's what it is.
They'll let it out.
They gonna let it out. Women gonna.
Or is it out just in our culture? I guess because
I don't think-
I think you don't think so.
I don't think it's
I
just in our
think
culture.
so.
I think it's women across the
Competition
board.
is
I think so because I be seeing Mexicans and shit. They be working together,
you
and I
can't
be
have
seeing
Mexicans.
Asians. They be
Hey.
working together. You see the kids ringing you up at the front, and the mom and the daddy
Yeah.
hustling in the back.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
but
fine. that's
man, I've had a couple of businesses, and I can't get nobody to stand in the work. I have to work the front, back. I have to close when I leave. I have to, so I gotta
that shit
close
be
early because
sad.
I got a doctor's appointment, and I gotta come. So it's in the angle. I'm not gonna say it's me. I've seen it happen to other people, including you. So I don't know.
But it's Mexicans though. It's cherry too. I want to know why you think Mexicans is on the same page with everybody else anyway. That's what I want to know.
Well, I need some Mexican cousins, sisters, brothers, and friends and shit.
Listen,
because
man.
gonna get out of the mud.
My
Man.
partner, I'm on the phone
Shit.
earlier today with my partner Jake, right? And Jake, he left Memphis. I don't know, probably almost 20 years ago now. He left Memphis because he didn't see Memphis growing any longer. He said Memphis stopped growing, and I gotta go. He said it hadn't stopped yet. It was about to stop. He said I can see that Memphis is not about to grow anymore. I'm moving to Atlanta. He picked up and he moved to Atlanta, right? Okay. I told him today, I said, you saw the future. You know what I'm saying? Because in Memphis, it did stop growing. The only people that still been coming up in the city is white people and Mexicans. I told him that today. And the reason why the Mexicans kept going up in the city is because they into construction. The white people got into that gentrification shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got a lot of projects going on that got to be built. And who building them? The Mexicans. So they getting bread on bread on bread. And they work together. That's a part of their culture.
And
See what I'm saying?
That's what I just said. It's a part of our
And they'll
culture.
take a lower pay. Yeah, it is a part of our culture.
I had a
but not-
white man ask me one time. He says, let me ask you something. He said, if your brother can buy a Cadillac truck for $10, he not gonna go tell the rest of his family so everybody can have a Cadillac truck.
No, sir.
He said, but us, he said, in our culture, he said, we'll go tell everybody so everybody can line up and go get their Cadillac truck. He
Right.
said, but you guys, y'all keep that shit a secret. I said,
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell him he was wrong. I said, you right. You right. That's why I said it got to be in our culture because
Yeah, what up, black guy?
shit, like, man, I don't know. I need
Everybody want to be the star.
I need some Mexican friends.
Nobody want to play their role.
There you go. Yep.
What we watching?
Everybody want to be the star player.
Last night or early this morning, we watching Cameron
Yes.
on Drink Champs.
Right.
Hair Real. Yeah, that was Hair Real. Hair Real beside Hair Real or Freaky. Nah, it was Freaky or Hair Real. One of them, I forgot. But anyway, one of his partners, Hair Real or Freaky. I think it was Freaky. Freaky Zeke beside him, and he was quiet like most of the interview. He just there. So, Nori like, I ain't used to you just chilling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't wilding. He was like, hey, I'm playing my position. He talking. You know what I'm saying? Cause Cameron the leader of the crew. So I'm playing my position. And Cameron was like, hold up. He can talk, chime in, whatever. He was like, bro, He said, okay, let me tell y'all this story right quick. When, what was the song? Old Boy. Cameron had two real big songs. I know one of them was like Old Boy.
Yeah, Old Boy
And it
for
was,
sure.
I forgot the other one.
Touch It or Not.
It followed up behind it. Okay, when Cameron got the deal with Def Jam, he said, hey, y'all need to be in this office every day putting pressure on these executives. You see what I'm saying? So Cam wasn't doing it himself, but the guys who weren't trying to have the number one spot, like Lake said, they knew Cam already had that. You know what I'm saying? Cam was the chosen one to lead the way. So guess what Freaky did every day? Freaky or Harry, whichever one it was. Every day, Cameron say, this man, Cam had told him be at the office around about 8:30. Dude said, man, I went to the office every day at 6 a.m. for a couple of months and just go around to everybody's cubicle, networking, you know what I'm saying?
Put that heat on him.
Putting
Word,
pressure.
man.
He went to the dude who was over getting Def Jam artist music on radio at that time.
Okay.
He would go to his office every day and put pressure on him to get Old Boy on the radio, because he was the man that could do it. He was like, it was nice pressure though, but still, he bothered him. The point is, like, he was consistent and he worried the hell out of dude every day, not for himself, for his partner. You see what I'm saying? Getting up that early in the morning. You feel they
Right.
young and wild. I'm knowing he probably been up most of the night anyway. You see what I'm saying? But he still stayed consistent. That's why I say, man, a lot of this shit.
So
like,
he had his bag,
he had
Because
his
he knew
back.
if Cameron made it, he was gonna make it too.
Yeah, but see, people don't be.
Right.
See, he the right one. See, a lot of people don't think like that.
No, they don't.
See, Riri think like that. That's why Riri go the extra mile. Lake
Right.
think like that. That's why he go the extra mile. You see what I'm saying? That's why I used to think like that too. I used to go the extra mile. They better than me. I'm telling you. I change. I change, bro. People change
What the way
me, bro.
people do you make
People
you change.
People change me. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm not that. Like I'm still a good dude, but I got some bad ways too. You feel me?
I done changed him a little bit, y'all.
She changed me.
He was hard. I ain't
Hey,
Bro,
shout out to the first
bro.
lady.
When I say,
I want one for
man.
nothing. Here,
Yeah.
I'm talking nothing.
Right.
Like literally, like I might not talk a lot, and then I'll be kind of quiet. But then when it come down to it, I'm vicious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I be like, nah, I'm not doing. And a person to really be tripping because they ain't expecting to hear that from me. Because
Right.
I ain't been saying nothing the whole way. You see what I'm saying? I just been like, all right, cool, whatever. So I do that. You know what I'm saying? But then when it come down to it, like I'm not finna mess with you. I know that the whole time.
Right.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do the whole time. So that's why I say, like, y'all better than me. You feel what I'm saying? You, Turk, Riri, Cherry, everybody. But people made me that way.
And like, yeah, still to this day, like I see how they do you.
Yeah. People
So
still be
I
trying to
understand,
switch
you know,
up.
why you was as hard as you were. You know, but at the same time, it's not everybody's fault. So,
Nah.
you know, so the people I try to say, hey, baby, be, you know, a little easy with this one, you know, because it wasn't their fault. But I do see how people do you.
Yeah, you know, it's just
And if
like
they try to get on the team, not to cut you off, but if they try to get on the team, you know, they trying to count your pockets or they
Yeah.
trying to, you know, say, oh, okay, well, you
still to connect,
Like,
whatever.
For what?
right.
Like
They
join
do.
the team, because once the team win, everybody win.
win.
Everybody
That's
win.
true.
Once the team win, everybody win. Like
So-
all you do is just everybody just play their position. And then, you know, a lot of times people too get it misconstrued. People get it misconstrued, like thinking that, you know, just because, for example, me and you got your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Nelson got your own shit. Cherry got her own shit. I got my own shit. That don't mean we can't collaborate.
Right.
So it's
Facts.
still like we still collaborate.
Right.
Like hell, I fuck with Nelson. So if Nelson boom, then he got a place for me too. Vice versa. I got a
Real
place
talk.
for you because you was 100 with me. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how that shit go. Like you ain't gotta be BCF all day, this and that. You rap
Right.
City ATL. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't that. This ain't what that is. I ain't gotta say Fusion all day, every day for him to know I fuck with him. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
Right.
But then when I win, he win too. Everybody, but see, people don't get that because those are people that pocket watching,
Mm-hmm.
and just really or trying to like slide in and take your position. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it hard. And it's a lot of those types though. That's the thing. It's
Ego,
a lot
man.
of
Ego trip.
it's a lot of those.
It is.
And it ain't got nothing to do with doing the same thing. Like I don't want nobody to get me wrong, cause I don't. You know, it don't matter if it's a we at Fusion Radio, we rep Fusion Radio. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with shit. Lake at another station, he rap City ATL at another station, but he still our DJ over here because we got a bond. So
Already.
that's a prime example. It don't have nothing to do with that. It ain't no beef between radio stations. Ain't no beef between promotion companies. We got promotion company. We do events. Me and Cherry do events. Lake do events too. You see what I'm saying? It ain't, bruh, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's about your own personal bond with a person. That's really all it is at the end of the day. But folks can't keep it solid because, like you say, man, they feel they gotta push you down and get up here or pull you down or whatever the case is, you know, or kick if they above you, kick you to keep you from getting close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
As I say,
hell
you
no.
don't have to be a non-poison. You can be a non-poisonous snake without what is it? Tell me what it is.
Non-poisonous snake without what? Without
I can't think.
without biting. You can bite. But
Yeah, it was
non-poisonous.
something like that I read. I can't. Come on, we'll come back to
Yeah,
it.
like-
But it's something about a non-poisonous snake. You know, you can get on a team when you can grow yourself on the team without being a poisonous snake.
Without being poisonous, without
Right.
hurting the team.
Something
that
like
you own.
that. I'm saying it
And-
wrong, but
And you should grow like for people that's listening, don't get it twisted. Ain't nobody saying stay under nobody all your life. None of that.
right.
But guess what? Being under somebody is not even a bad deal if you with the right person. You with the right
Come
team.
on, that's real.
If you-
That's the realest shit right
That
there.
ain't a
Come
bad
on.
thing neither.
Just like I
feel
got
what I'm
under
saying?
you, but I still got my own thing going on as well. You know, so
Exactly. You feel what I'm
that you
saying?
a part of. So.
That I'm a part of too.
Mhm.
It's like, man, everybody just watch everybody back. That's all the thing is, man. Just say like right now, for example, you got people who feel like because of a lot of things that I may have done, experienced or whatever, feel like, you know, I haven't got my proper recognition or whatever
And
you
you
call
haven't.
it. Like some people feel like that, especially her. People close to me feel that way, and some people not even just close to me, that just know me and that we got that I have a rapport with. You know, my partner Killer Mike, he was telling me something last night. Shout out Killer Mike. He was saying like, bro, you so respected, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was talking to this guy. He just bought a car. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with music, right? He bought a car, right? So the guy was like, man, I don't think Rico even know how people really look at him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, I really don't. You feel me? Because with my personality,
Your mind don't even think.
I don't
about
think
that.
about all that.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
trust me, y'all.
feel you
He don't even
100%.
sit down and think about
Yeah,
none of that.
I
you know?
don't think about that. Like, I'm really like, to be real, like no matter where we at, and we're in a blessed state in the game right now. We're in a real blessed state. But I'm still like on the grind so hard. I don't sit back and think like, man, this person should look at me like that or think
at
of me
all.
as this. Like, I don't think about none of that at all. Unless somebody said, and then when you say it, I tell you like, nah, I don't know, cause I don't talk to a lot of people. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. I know so many people, like thousands and thousands and thousands of
Bro,
people.
you a boss out here. Real
But
talk. You the big boss out here.
Appreciate it, like,
Facts.
but I don't think about that though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm appreciative. I do appreciate that. You know, for anybody who values what I've done or what I do, and that value me as a person, that think that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm somebody. You know what I'm saying? Cause I look at it. You know, I'm just a regular guy. You feel what I'm saying? Doing what I like to do.
You know you're not a regular guy.
Well, I'm not a regular guy, but I'm just saying that I know I'm not regular, but I feel regular because I don't be thinking about all this.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to say it, but
Yeah. I get
so,
it.
you know, we just grind and get into it and constantly trying to expand and do other things, man, and hopefully pull some more people up along the way. That's kind of really where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's hard to pull some people up when they have so many ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? It happens like if you give a person the FaceTime that they need, then they jump off the porch too early. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like okay, I've had people that ask me to teach them this, like teach them what I do.
Right.
It's a lot to what I do, so you really will have to shadow me, cause I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can hold a class, and we can go A B C D.
And you're gonna do that.
Yeah, she got. Yeah. Oh yeah, we about
Hey.
we about to do a tour.
He's gonna do that.
Yeah, like you going with, they going with us too.
Oh, yeah,
we got to
I'm
do.
with it.
We about to
I
do
get
a tour, how to win. So
Oh, that's fine.
I'm finna teach people how to win.
Yes,
As a
sir.
promoter, artist, and consultant. We about to do that. We're going 10 city tours to start. You know, we're just gonna do 10. We could do 50, but we're gonna start with 10, and see how that goes, and you know, get the feedback and look at what we could have done better. You know what I'm saying? And look at what we need to add based on what we did in this city or that city. You know what I'm saying? Look at what we
Okay.
need to take away until we get it perfect. So then the cities after that first 10, they're gonna be perfect. Yeah, they're gonna be
Right.
perfect.
Look at it.
You know what I'm saying? But so we about to do that, but people, you know, you kind of like need to shadow me because it's so many little things. You know what I'm saying? They're just like with Pearson, like you could tell a person, but they really gotta watch you. You
Watch
gotta
me,
really
right.
train them in order for them to be able to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they'll know if they cut out for it based on what you having them do.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
A B
for
C D. Cause I know I couldn't do that. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't the only one.
I couldn't do what she does. I can't do that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, long story short, you gotta show your worth.
You do.
And sometimes, and then even this, man, don't get discouraged. Even if you're a person that shows your worth, you can't get discouraged if the person doesn't see it in you. You know what I mean? Cause I hear people say that too about certain things, and certain people like, man, they sleeping on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't saying they not. They might be sleeping on you, but you shouldn't get discouraged. You got to keep going, and then
If they sleeping on you, show your worth.
keep showing.
Show your worth. That mean you're not doing enough.
Yeah, do more. Keep showing your worth,
Right.
and
Not
then
doing enough.
somebody will pick up on it. You know what I mean? And then guess what? Master P always said, if all else fails, if don't nobody want to give you a shot, what you gotta do? You gotta give yourself the shot.
Right.
Give yourself the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, like if dealing with the entertainment, if I never gave myself a shot, I wouldn't be sitting right here today in fusion with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'd be somewhere working for somebody at some job, and I definitely wouldn't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from is not a lot of entertainment opportunities. So you got to create. I had to believe in myself and take my own money and create whatever it was gonna be. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Try XYZ, and then you know we end up here. But you can't stop. If you stop, because nobody picks you up.
Right.
it-
And
what-
even in the position that you're in today, like even when I see you work with other people, you still show your worth.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You
I
show
gotta
your
do my
worth.
part.
You do. Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that you do your part. You
Yeah, I gotta
sometimes
do my
do
part.
too much to me, but
yeah.
you know.
Sometimes I'm guilty of that because at the end of the day, BCF on the line.
that's
You see
true.
what I'm saying?
But at the same
We on
time,
the
if it's
line.
50-50,
Yeah,
then
every
they
time
need
you
to
go
pull
out.
their weight.
If
You
it's
know,
50-50,
they want to walk away with a bag. I
Every-
feel like, hey, call
everybody
them,
need to put-
make them do what they supposed to be doing. But
yeah, she ain't
you know, I
bullshitting
feel
about
like
that
he
at all.
overwork himself. You know?
Yeah, I do, because we already got a lot going. So then if I partner with somebody, then now that means that I shouldn't have the full load. It should be 50-50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if, say, I might know that the person I partner with might not be as strong as me. You see what I'm saying? But they still should be close to the 50. I don't mind
Right.
doing a little bit more work. I don't want to do all the work, though. That's what she talking about. When I'm done. Then I got to do all the work still.
Right.
Shout out Capo. I love working with Capo. 'Cause when I
Ooh,
work with Capo,
Capo.
he's an animal.
Fucking general. That's my
Fucking
boy.
Capo
Right.
the general. You hear
That's
me?
my boy.
Capo, man.
Man, listen, he just like me. He don't sleep that much. This man here, like I
He
sent
don't.
Capo a picture for a flyer. Bam! It's
Capo be
3:30
on it.
a.m.
Yeah.
That joint right back.
Yeah.
At 3:30 in the morning, like, man,
Yeah.
what is this dude doing? You know what I'm saying?
All day, a
Right.
Cash App coming through. A Cash
All
App
day
coming
he
through.
Cash apping money.
Yeah, he hold his weight. When
Capo
I
hold
say
his weight, so it's like
He rare.
he one of
Shit.
what they say. He one of the ones. He one of the ones that when you do business with Cap, you already know what you're gonna get. So you hold your weight too. It's gonna be successful.
Right.
It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? And there are some others, but that guy right there, he's exceptional. Man, A plus. You feel me? So I fuck with Capo.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had a event with Capo that flopped. Every time I did a party with Capo,
Yeah.
we lit.
It's gonna be
we
lit.
Yeah.
Because his work ethic is, man, through the roof. You know what I'm saying? And so that meshes well, like, and we work well together because he real simple, I'm simple. It is what it is. Everything what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
Like,
macho shit
ain't
going
no
on.
type of macho like,
y'all just
oh,
work.
I this, I did. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. We just work, and we already have our understanding. We know what's going on. If a question arises during the course of it, we settle it right then, and that's it. You know, boom. So, you know, we can do stuff. Shout out Capital. There's not many people like that, though. It's not
Right.
in this game. You know, on the other side of it, you got some other guys, too, that's grinding. Like, I talked to them, you know, I fuck with them, but we hadn't done any work yet. But once we work, I already know what I'm expecting because I see what they do on their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They do their thing. You know, Turk, another one of the ones I'm telling you about. So it's like that's the way this shit go. Show your worth. Like those guys,
Right.
they already showed their worth to me, and we ain't even worked together. And I know how to show my worth to them. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't worked together, but they know that if we collide, it's gonna be epic. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we mean by that, man. Just do what you believe in. You know, do what you believe in. Stop whining and complaining,
Right.
and stop expecting handouts, man. Ain't no handouts coming, man.
It's true.
Ain't nobody about to give you nothing. This 2021.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you can scam. You got the stimmy. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of shit. What
Right.
is it?
The
PPPs, all that.
Man, look,
Right.
man. Right now it's tax season.
Yeah.
You know, come on,
true.
man. Man,
There's
you
a
got a
lot
lot,
of
man.
ways,
You got the lottery.
Show your worth or build your own team while you got all this money coming in.
Yeah, build
just,
your own.
you know,
Yeah, build your own
You
team.
still have to show your worth. You have to show you able to stand and be this boss over a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
show
gotta
your
do
worth.
it, man, and it come with time. And another thing too, like this some of the stuff we talking about tonight is not an overnight thing. You know what I'm
True.
saying? It come with years of training and preparation and learning. Like, you know, you had to lose. Like I put up stats the other day. I was like, you know, I learned how to win. And I always fucking win.
right.
You learn how to win, and then you get important pieces that get added to your puzzle along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like once Cherry came on board, when she reached out to do this and that with me, that was cool. But then, man, once we locked in and ended up in a relationship, she fixed it to where I didn't have to have an assistant. I didn't have to have a graphic person. That's showing your worth.
Right.
See that save money. That's money that she can go get her nails done with. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is, a pedicure, get her feet done. She's a beast with a whole lot of things that I needed. Like I did everything myself, and the things that I didn't know how to do, I paid for them. So she cut that part out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
boom,
Yeah.
because I had an assistant that was lazy. My assistant, I'm like constantly having to ask this chick over and over for the same shit, and it was simple. And so she was like, "What can I do to make that smoother?"
Right.
I was like, "You sure?" Because I know that's a lot of work. It was a lot of work now. Don't get it twisted. Like, it ain't light. It's shit heavy.
It is.
It's so heavy. I'm telling you,
Make it look
it is.
easy.
It is
Right.
so
People think
heavy
it's easy.
that certain people won't even let me pay them for it. You understand?
Mhm.
That's how heavy it is. Like, the workload is really overbearing fucking with me.
Right.
So I've had a guy tell me, like, bruh, I gotta cut you off at this because I need to get to other clients. I'm like, bro, there ain't no cutoff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no cutoff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. So she took on that. So, like, man, I'm telling you, man, it made my life a lot easier, better. Most definitely made
He
big.
ain't chewing Tylenols every day. Because when we first got together, he was chewing Tylenol back. I'm like, what is in your mouth?
Every
And he
day.
just nibbling in the front. He got the pill in his mouth, just nibbling. I'm like, what?
Headache.
Like your
man.
head is hurting? So he, you know,
Yeah.
he don't chew as many Tylenols anymore.
Stress. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then it ain't free now.
And he try to
Everything-
remember shit. I had to get like 10 different notebooks, and I'm like, look, this is for that, this is for this. And he like, what I'm gonna do with all these books? I'm like, take them everywhere you go. Take them everywhere you go.
I still gotta
So.
get better though with that.
Right.
Cause I've been keeping a lot of shit in my head since a teenager. So I keep it like I used to have a real good brain. I can remember anything. You know, it's everything. Like, but now you know.
Now he can't tell you what I cooked last week.
Shit, I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I overloaded my brain. She ain't lying. Like I overloaded my brain, so that's why you know she be like, you got right here. But I'm not used to that. 'Cause I'm used to just sharp, like right here. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot too. Just think about it. If a guy telling me I can't pay him to keep doing this shit, I got all this shit in my head. You know what I'm saying? Not just that. What he doing for me, I got some more people over here doing some stuff, and over there and over there.
Right.
And all this is in my head. You know what I'm saying? Along with figures, and I'm real good with numbers, so.
Very
You
good.
know,
Right.
all that type of shit she just make life easier. So hopefully everybody can get them a woman that can make life easier for them, like she make it for me. But she showed her worth, and then it just so happened to end up like it is now. But man, you gotta show your worth. Riri gonna go big places with us if she stay focused.
She is.
You know what
T-Mac
I'm
too.
saying?
Shout out to T-Mac.
Yeah, shout out T-Mac. Another thing, like
Marquita, his wife.
T-Mac been around shit damn near 30 years, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this shit. Like people seeing T-Mac grinding and all that right now, and T-Mac represent BCL Gospel Division, and they think it just came out of nowhere. Like, no. I mean, our relationship is relatively new, you know what I'm saying? Maybe going on a couple years now, I think. Yeah, I know it's over a year. But T-Mac been well respected and been doing this entertainment for a long time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's just that when he paused and when he came back, he wanted to join a team. You see what I'm saying? The biggest and the best team at that. So he reached out and T-Mac knew how to show his worth, man. You know, shout out Big Bro, I love him. He showed him his worth.
Right.
He grind. I don't have to ask him shit. You know, he do
Nothing.
He do whatever he do, and he know how to get his money within the system for himself too. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? He know how to create and spin stuff off of what we got going, all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he ain't in the way. I salute it. I respect it actually.
Yeah.
And he showed his work, man. So y'all, you know, that's the type of person that you gotta look up to. You wanna understand what we talking about show your worth. It's T-Mac. You feel me? T-Mac showed his worth.
true.
Now look at that. Shit, some people here probably think T-Mac CEO or BCF here.
Much as he work, you ain't lying.
But she work. That's how he work. I'm telling you, man. He working, man. He
Right.
working, man. Shout out T-Mac.
Salute.
T-Mac grinding out here. He ain't
That's
bullshit.
true. I
I
used to treat him like McDonald's. Now
Man, yeah. She used to treat T-Mac like McDonald's. Like, no, this my boy. You know what I'm saying? Go on do the man fly out. I be like, you did T-Mac fly?
I
She
said
was
he
like, "Nah,
paid
shit."
it. He
She
paid.
gonna ask me if he paid it. I'm like, I don't know. He probably so. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pay if he didn't. But the thing is, now guess what? After I had to just stop saying shit to her about T-Mac. She ended up paying attention herself,
Right.
and now she treat him like Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all know what y'all
Graduate.
Chick-fil-A service.
That's true.
Now he get Chick-fil-A service
Yeah.
off the muscle. He don't even have to say nothing to me.
Right.
No more. He just
He don't have to say nothing either. His drop.
It's a done deal,
drop.
man. But you know, that's just man respect.
Right.
Cause he showed his worth and he's serious about what he doing, and it's gonna be like that with anybody. You know, that's just the way we cut. So you know, we headed there, man. This shit, man, we got a long way to go.
Right.
We've came so far, and we doing so well. But we got a long way to go, cause the ultimate goal is to conquer all 50 states. You know, we conquer all 50 states, at least one city in each state, and then go international.
Right.
And
Like
all of
I
that is within the next 3 years, you know. So
Like I said, our topic is show your worth. So if you're interested in being on the team, hit us up. We ain't finna babysit y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And just how Rico gonna fire y'all, he gonna say we're gonna go in a different direction. So once you hear that, it's a wrap.
yeah.
So make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday to I Wanna Know podcast. I'm your host, Cherry True,
I'm your co-host Rico Owens.
and this is what episode 8.
Episode 8.
I'm enjoying this.
Oh yeah, your
Shout
boy
out to DJ Lake, the shooter.
Yes.
All right, and we'll see y'all Tuesday next week.
Let's go. Hey, 420 ain't it? Yeah, 420.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Cool. We ain't get the plug it, but it's cool. Y'all ready to cut? Oh yeah, 420. Next Tuesday is huge, man. We got the 420 Smoke Fest at Fusion next Tuesday night, following the podcast. Podcast at 8 p.m. The show starts at 9 p.m. We got different vendors. Man, we got the garage gates open. Step out, smoke as much as you wanna. We got a few performances, man. It's gonna be live, man. We're gonna have artists in town from like all over the country. We're gonna get them on the podcast, do a couple interviews.
Shout out to our vendors. We have vendors.
Shout out to our vendors, man. Shout out to Fusion, Peter Parker. Shout out to Nelson, Shantae. Man, Fusion Radio, download the app. If you have not already, you can catch us on Roku TV. Our shows on YouTube. All streaming platforms. You can listen on Spotify. And of course, you guys be catching us live. Shout out to Capo. Capo will be in the building. Capo the General on Tuesday. That's this upcoming Tuesday, April the 20th, right here, 420 Smoke Fest. Y'all already know what it is, man.
We out.
We get it from the dirt up, we get it from the dirt up. We need to get your work up like real niggas do. We get it from the dirt up, we get it from the dirt up, we get it from the dirt